Alright, underway again. I'll stream it on here for now. I think when Lobster's joined, I might go over to his stream, but we'll get underway. In tribute to Tier 2, Jones Gang and Goose Slayer. First one's out. Let's take a look at the tyres actually. Silencer toes may go out on the mediums. We're going to have to wait and find out. So Goose passed Jones Gang. He's going to be the first driver to set a lap in this rather full Tier 1 session. We did see quite a few drivers crash out in Tier 2 qualifying, so hopefully today will be alright. It'd be nice in a way to see no one doing F, just so that we don't get Tier 2 sort of depleted of drivers. Let's get lap data on as well. So we did see, I think pole time was low 129s in Tier 2. I would kind of expect and hope to maybe see something in the 27s in Tier 1. Casio Triangle at the moment. It's a busy track out there. Goose approaching the line is a yellow flag in Sector 1. 129.4. That would have been good enough, I think, for P3 in Tier 2. Jones Gang just behind there, of course, with a slightly worse lap. Silencer in the Red Bull on the gravel at the moment. Having a nice time there from the looks of it. Touch Me Pope here. A new driver. I would like to think he's a friend of a bunch of nuns, but I can't confirm or deny that fact. But through Sector 1 we go with the AlphaTauri. I think we'll just stay on board with Pope. Sam goes quickest, 129.3, probably sandbagging. We shall see. Yellow flags in Sector 3. I think that's just down the pit straight, guys, going a bit slower to let the faster cars through. Quite a few yellow flags. 2 to Burt, P4, Bold goes P5, Toes on the mediums, P6. He'll definitely have to go again. Into Spoon. The track is busy. It is a busy track. It's Dotty Throne. Throne moves ahead of Sam there in this Q1 session. You might get a distant tow here, Pope, from the Haas in front. There is a yellow flag ahead for a slow moving car. Goose gets out of the way nicely there. Unlike what I did in another league. A few people might know about that. Pope sticks to the right side of the track. He goes up to P2. So Sam's got some challenges at the moment. Although I do think Sam can go quicker than that. Goose taking it steady through the last corner. Who else is on a lap? There's a few guys on outlap. I think Toes is probably gone again because that medium time definitely not good enough. My teammate for the last 4 races last season. He's going to get a distant toe again from the Ferrari who goes deep to get out the way. Into the Casio triangle, takes the curbs. Car's stable enough on the mediums. Can Toes set a good enough lap time? Sticks to the right side of the track. Only P8 at the moment, ahead of Merc and Antivirus, who we all hope for for the love of DTF1, he's not gonna lag today. We're praying. We'll get Nuns in the hospital after his crash earlier in Tier 2 to pray as well. Hopefully it'll be all okay. Macapaka on a lap as well in the Alfa Romeo through Sector 1 now. I think, to get up to P3 as well. 10 drivers have set lap times so far. Sector 1, look how busy Sector 1 looks. I hope no one's on laps. It is a hard track to get out of the way of because it is a very narrow track, lots of bumps. Fast corners. Macapaka 112 in Sector 2. We can't really gauge that against anything so far. Only a few corners yet. Yeah, that's not a surprise. Sam showing his true pace into the 128. Easily smashes throne. But Macapaka, he's up to P6, just behind his Alfa Romeo teammate and team principal, Jones Gang. Chesball has invalidated, so has Heatwave, so has Beaver Time. Icky Rabbits on a lap, though, in Sector 1. I don't know whether my game's lagging a bit there, but I don't know. Seems a bit weird. Out of Degnatuva, under the bridge, the only figure of 8 track on the calendar. Tight to the hairpin. Out we go. Icky onto the white line there rather nicely. Struggling a little bit, I think, through that corner from the looks of it, from the sounds of the engine. Now the straight. Down we go. A little bit in the trees there. The camera, but very nice shot. 130R. Brushes the curb. Navigates it nicely through Casio Triangle. Now Icky Rabbit again sticking not quite to the right side, but probably didn't lose too much time there. Up to P8 ahead of his Alpine teammate as well. And I know Bold, very happy to be back at Alpine after he requested his release last season. Can't get away from Alpine for long. And who's that? I think that's Chesball up to P6 from the looks of it there. Was it raining? Or was that just me? I thought I just saw a bit of rain. Or was that just me? Maybe I'm just paranoid because of Tier 2. I thought it was beginning to rain. I thought I just saw like a few drops. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. I'm getting paranoid. Jensen Snow invalidated. Silencer up to P12. This is how tight this Tier 1 looks like it's going to be this season. Toes challenging for the championship last season. He's only P12 at the moment. Antivirus, very accomplished driver in Tier 2 last season. Same with Merc. They're at the bottom of the guys who have set laps so far. They need to improve. Let's go on board with Antivirus in the Haas. In Panju's team. into the hairpin. Goose moves up to P4. Look how tight it is at the top. Sam is a bit ahead of everyone, let's be honest. But other than that, thrown down to Icky Rabbit, only about 4/10 there. A lot of drivers. I think 4 drivers: Tutuba, Jones Gang, Chesball, Volt in the 29.3s. Down the straight we go. Get on the power. Foot to the floor. Can Antivirus improve? At the moment he's safe, but there's still 4 drivers left to set laps. Antivirus P13 only at the moment. He's ahead of Silencer though. The double tier 2, tier 3 champion last season. He's invalidated though. Is Silencer struggling in the big pond? He was in a little pond before. But he's moved up to the big time now, and can he handle it? He's only P14. Heatwave on a lap. So is Beaver time. Jensen pits. 6 minutes to go in this session. It's beginning to heat up in Tier 1. Volt's P8. I don't think I've really mentioned him yet. The Tier 1 champion last season, I believe. Let's see if Heatwave can set a lap time. Can he get himself out of the bottom 4? I will say as well, fair play to everyone. We've not seen any terminal damage crashes yet, showing the quality of Tier 1. And Heatwave across the line P12, so he's ahead of Toes and Antivirus Silencer by about 2/10 is Heatwave. He won the final race of last season, I believe. Looking to build upon that momentum, but the field is much stronger all round at the moment. I'll let you, yeah, not bad, not bad. I'll just let you know when Q1's end. I'll invite you for the start of Q2, I guess. Whatever, just because I don't know. I think last time I was like messing around with Twitch, and then I was like a little bit late in, and I don't know whether it sort of the timing and stuff was like weird and everything. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Well, let me know if that works as well, because I know Beaver was struggling with it earlier as well. So hopefully it does work. Yeah. Checking my stream on my phone now, so I'll just see whether it does anything. But yeah, Smirk P16 at the moment. He is going to pit, so they'll be preparing for these final runs in Q1. Jensen yet to set a lap as well. Him and Shamrock now on out laps. So Sam, Throne, Pope, Goose. I think a lot of them will stay in the pits. I think everyone sort of in the top 10 might be safe. But it depends, how much do you want to risk going out again? I think Toes, actually. Toes, I didn't realise, is on the medium tyres, so that's why Toes is a little bit slower. But he has just gone P3 on the softs, has Toes for Red Bull. I'm sure Lobster will be pleased about that. So he's safe. Yeah, there's quite a few drivers coming out the pit lane now. Shamrock beginning lap. Tutuba up to P2. I think he was mostly in Tier 2 last season, unless I'm wrong. Maybe he was in Tier 1. Shamrock going through the S's now, and Antivirus has been disqualified for blocking the pit lane. Was he lagging? I think that's the biggest question of them all. So Antivirus out of the session. Was that down to lag? Quite possibly with him. I don't know how that's happened. Maybe he was just going quite slowly to let people through on hot laps, and The game might have just decided to DQ him for that. Yeah, don't know what to make of that. So, at the moment, Antivirus eliminated. There will be 3 more drivers facing the elimination prospect. Shamrock is looking to set a lap. I don't think he's been out in the session yet. He's confident that he can get through at the end of the session. 113 through the first 2 sectors. He's got space on the track as well. I mean, sector... Oh, and he's invalidated as Shamrock. That's not gone to plan. He's left it late, Shamrock, and now he's really under pressure to set this final lap. It was a 129.8, so he would have been about 14th. Jensen in a similar position as well. Can he stay in bounds and get this lap on the board? Will it be good enough as well to get out of Q1? We're about to find out. Into Casio Triangle we go. Takes the curb more heavily on the second apex. He's going to stay on the racing line here. Across the line, Jensen only P16. Is he... Well, he's going to have to try and set another lap, as will Shamrock. Beaver as well. At the moment, it's really, I would say, Merck, Jensen, Beaver, Shamrock in trouble of elimination. I think if Shamrock can get a good lap in, I think he should be able to get beyond the 130s. Silencer will need to improve as well. But he's invalidated this lap. He'll go again. Yellow flags across the track. 130R. Again, this will be easy flats. He's going to stick to the left side of the track to prepare himself for the final corner. Makes it through nicely. Can Shamrock make it through? He's going to get on the grass a little bit. It looked a little bit squiggly. Shamrock only P14. Will he get knocked out? But he is ahead of Silencer though, which is the important thing. He's got ahead of Silencer, but only P14. Shamrock won, I think, 2 races last season. Goose up to P2, showing some real pace out front. Can Jensen get into Q2? Shamrock's been knocked down more, but Jensen's lost it there. And he might still improve. He does only slightly. How much time did he lose there? Beaver moves up to P17. So Beaver ahead of Jensen there. Haas, both drivers at the back. And is that the effect? Haas have lost Lobster as their team principal. Their morale must have dipped as well, because both Haas now at the back of Tier 1. We weren't used to seeing them there last season. Can Silencer improve? Is Shamrock going to be knocked out? Silencer... Yeah, I mean, Shamrock was 3 seconds down. So if Silencer can get a lap in, Shamrock may be eliminated. He might have to eat that shit and enjoy it if he gets knocked out of Q1 here. Can Silencer do it? He's run out of Urs, though. Silencer, and that maybe out of fuel as well, because it looked like there was some sort of lift there. But Silencer knocked out as well. The double champion is knocked out of Q1 in this ultra competitive Tier 1 field. How the mighty have fallen. So it will be Antivirus, Jensen, Beaver and Silencer knocked out of Q1. That was a very competitive and enjoyable start to qualifying here in DTF1 Tier 1. Alright, I'll probably send you the invite now, Lobster. I'll let you know when we're sort of loading into Q2. Yeah, I've tried that in the past. The only thing is I don't know whether your audio is coming into my stream. That's the only thing. If you look at my profile under like the join category, I mean, I think it should be on there to join voice, but I had a sort of similar problem with invite me. Okay. Yeah. Right. All right. We're just about to load in. So if you want to try and join in now, I think. Uh, yeah, and I know it gives the option to join live stream. Is that still grayed out? I mean, probably. Maybe. It's happened before, and like I think it happened on like last year's game, I think, and I just uninstalled it and reinstalled it, and it seemed to be okay. But yeah, I'll have a quick look. I'll check my Twitch account as well. Maybe, as you said, it might be on the settings. It's annoying when this happens. Uh, I mean, unless you want to try streaming and I try and add mine to yours, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I'd try. Help with it, really. Have you had any luck? Yeah. Well, for Lobster trying to join me, I think it is, yeah. Well. Oh, what, in the Twitch settings?
And then we could just ping pong. Yeah, it might help us out, you know. I mean, we just gotta work. Just gotta. Yeah, I'm in here. Just gotta work with what we got, you know.
Yeah, I've tried that.
Technology's on their side, clearly. Who won tier 2?
Yeah, I guess it's your call
Big
whether
man?
you want to try streaming and see whether I can add to yours.
Gotcha, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, just start yours back up and we'll just have like 2 perspectives then. We'll go for it. Why not?
Yeah.
Not ideal, but we'll make it work. Might work out, who knows. I have, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, I was just wondering that. Yeah, 'cause mine says you can't live stream or
I
something.
think it's got something.
Yeah. Yeah. Just side by side comparison. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll try. I'll just stop my stream so that I'm in the best position to join. But
Yeah, I don't know. We'll work with
we'll
it.
see. I mean, I guess let's just commentate like usual, and then let's just gonna have to decide. Would you rather listen to me or Lobster one-sided conversation?
Whoa, 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 whoa! Macapaka almost just binned it.
Lose it.
I mean, it also helps too. Maybe one of us is looking at one incident and we can flip to the other one.
Yeah.
Better to have 2 eyes than one.
Well, as you said, we'll just have to do what we can with like the it being weird.
Exactly. Make an announcement.
It'd be interesting to see who'll get knocked out though, I think, in this session.
Whoa!
Tuber.
It's collecting some grass. Let's see who's gone fastest. Damn, has Sam met his match?
Yeah, I was just wondering that as well. There is a possibility. He was I think about 5/10 quicker. He got 128.6 in Q1. So he was about 5/10 quicker than everyone else, but he's got a few challenges up there. I think Goose actually was. I think Goose did a 28.8. So maybe Goose is able to challenge Sam this season, which would be nice to see. You never know.
Yeah.
So competitive, isn't it now? Though, really, I think. I mean,
exactly. That's the goal. That was the goal, really.
I'll tell you what, actually, the other option is. Do you want me to like mute my game audio and then like people could arguably just like have both our like streams on? They'd hear
could do that.
Your game audio.
They could do that. Yeah.
I'll try that.
Yeah, you could try that. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I'll put in the announcement too. I'll say open both for best viewing experience.
So you get to enjoy my stream with no game audio now. Yeah, I mean that might work.
Yeah, it'd be easy to put over each other too.
Yeah.
I added a little comment at the end there.
Oh yeah. It's the ultimate alliance, isn't
Toes is on the fly. Yeah, it really is. We make it work. We always make it work.
Yeah. Again, I think the tyre choices are interesting. Quite a few of them out on mediums quite early.
A bit of a toe from Heatwave. A little bit of teamwork.
How was it?
A little bit of Williams teamwork on that back straight.
So Heatwave was Perez in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Congratulations, Heatwave. You're officially the #2 driver. Here comes Goose. That's fastest. It's paid off. Well done.
Yeah, good lap time.
Williams.
He might go a little bit quicker based on Q1, if I remember correctly, but yeah, very good. I mean, Touch Me Pope's on the mediums there, and he's only just behind Goose, so that's a very steady lap. I think, what is the optimum strategy here? It is medium hards, isn't it?
Yeah, Tier 3 yesterday, I opted for the mediums first.
Yeah.
Because I think personally, I like to go faster at the end.
Yeah.
But it was also wet quali, so I mean, we relatively had a free tire option for the start of the race. But
yeah.
you know, theoretically, I like to go medium. I like mediums because, you know, the possibility of safety car, you know, jump a couple people.
Yeah.
But Tier 3, there were a lot of safety cars. I didn't really get to catch Tier 2, but I don't know how many safety cars were there.
Do I want to say it was on standard? I think safety car. I think just forgot to change that over, but I think it was about 4 or 5 and 1 VSC. Yeah, it was quite a crazy one. It was Tier 2. Bold up to P3 actually there. So Sam.
Good lap from the Alpine.
I'm interested to see what Sam does, because he might have to go again. He's on the mediums, best lap, but only P6.
Heatwave is also on a... Oh, Heatwave lost that last corner. I think he might have lost it. He might have lost. Yeah, he will not improve.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I think Jensen did that earlier.
The McLaren's Volt goes fastest.
Oh, yeah, he does, doesn't he? That's good.
I think Merck might have had a little bit of a say in that as well, but he also went P10. Right now, he's safe. Ches is on a flyer. All the last, the 5 that are on the chopping block are on the flyer, except for Heatwave.
Yeah.
Who's going to be first? Chesball's going to be first.
Chesball, Icky, Tutaba, Heatwave, Macapaka, Merck,
5 tenths up. Merck is on the chopping block.
Well, Sam's now P7 on the mediums. Thrown behind him on the mediums as well. P8. Will there be an upset? Chesball, P3.
Yeah, Merck knocked.
Yeah, I mean, do you think Sam's in trouble? I think he possibly is.
Oh, he might be if Vicky can set a good lap here. Oh, he doesn't go fast.
It's still
Tudaber's got.
Yeah.
Tudaber's 2 tenths up. He's on a flyer. Will it be enough to knock Sam down? I'm not sure. I think Sam is safe. He's gonna be P10, isn't he? I think. Ooh,
yeah.
Just beat out Tudaber there.
Yeah, unless I think yeah, no, Merck's not on that. Yeah, so it is.
Yeah, no.
Dottie Throw knocked out by his teammate in Q2. Heatwave, Macapaka, Icky Rabbits, Merck, Dottie thrown out in Q2. That was quite an interesting end though, because I mean even Tutaba went above his teammate, Shamrock went above his teammate as well. So the teammates not quite working well for each other there, unlike Williams, who coordinated the toe on the straights.
Teammate of the day surely goes to Heatwave for that toe.
Yeah.
Gave Goose a P1 for a little bit there.
Depends though, doesn't it? Because I guess they probably could have done with him getting through to give him the toe in Q3. That's obviously where it matters more. But consolidating his position, Goose, Chesball, Pope, all about 2 hundredths separating them. I have got a bit of I'm a little bit behind the timer, so hopefully, I know, hopefully you don't all have to wait for me else. I think this is going to be a very good Q3 though, because you've got a lot of different guys.
Yeah, a lot of quick ones in this last group, but everyone's gonna be on the softs flying. So, It's really gonna be who's the quickest. Surprise has got to be Jones gang, really. P7, not bad in the alpha. Beating out Sam. The Sam on the mediums, you know, but
I don't know.
still,
I
Jones
mean,
gang sticking it to him.
I think it is slightly, but I think Jones gang has sort of shown he's actually got very good pace now. So for me, it's not a massive surprise.
He's a great qualifier. He's a great qualifier. It just comes down to his race. His race does tend to get out of hand really quickly, but
Heatwave.
you know, he is a great qualifier.
Heatwave in Discord said fuck and some other letters. I was on for top 5 but snapped last corner. So it's
He did. Yeah, I got that on the stream.
So it's a shame he didn't get through, because Williams might have towed. They could have given Goose a tow for pole, maybe. We'll see. There's only about 4/10 from Volt P1 and Q2 to Dottie Throne, who got eliminated. So that's how close it is. And I think we'll see that throughout the entire season, especially at some of the shorter tracks. It will be very interesting to see what that sort of gap is, really. I think the tow...
Jones always first out.
Oh, exactly. Yeah,
always first out.
Well, him and Goose were first out in Q3. Sorry, Q1. Which is what they always did. They always did that in Tier 2, so it is good to see a little bit of a tribute to Tier 2, I think, there. Those two.
Be interesting to see. I don't think only teammates we have are Sam and Shamrock, so really it all just comes down to who's the fastest one at the end of the day.
Yeah. I guess that's where,
team orders, really.
if you consider the draft, I guess that's where the drafts sort of worked quite well in terms of spreading the quality throughout the field. I think Tier 2 was similar, really. I think there was 10 different teams in the top 10 at one point, I think, early in the race, so it definitely does mix it up a bit. Only 3 drivers out on out laps. I think a few more leaving the pit lane. Because it's full quali, it is about how many fresh tyres do these guys have as well. Did they use too many fresh tyres up earlier on in the sessions? I presume the race is going to be dry, because I've not heard anything else in the chats anyway. Either. Goose slowing it right down. Toes on a faster out lap. Do you think Toes can win the championship this season?
I do think so. I think he has a good chance. I mean, he has as good chance as anyone. I think really that's the beauty of Tier 1 this year, is really anybody has a chance.
Yeah.
But Toes, you know, in Tier 3 yesterday, he's really got to get off on a good foot. Like last season, started out pretty slow, then, you know, got really into it at the end, but just wasn't enough. You know, finished second in the championship. I think he's due. He just needs to like, you know, bring that form from the end of the season to this season.
Yeah.
And Tier 3 was not a good sign of that. So hopefully he's gotten all the kinks out yesterday, and he's ready to go today.
Well, I think he's got the white and red helmet on today, which I'm going to presume is a tribute to his time at Haas there as well. Same team principal, of course.
Purple sector 1. Oh, no, I said off lap. I just looked at it, saw purple, got excited.
Well, he'll definitely be first for a little bit. It just depends how long.
Yeah. Let's see who's first out on the flyer. Jones. I hate how all the stuff disappears after every session.
Yeah. We'll see.
So it looks like he's running with a high downforce setup on the Alpha, only clocking out at 178 on that back stretch.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Across the line, Jones gang. Yeah, that's a slow lap.
135.4. That is a slower, yeah.
So your man, I think, will be P1 for a little bit there, unless he messes up here. Just take the bollard. Just like today with I think, was it one of the McLarens?
129.4. That's a good lap.
Yeah.
That's a good lap from Toes.
Jones gang spin sector
Maybe
1.
Can only improve.
No one around him there.
Who's next? Let's see. Goose. 129.6. Who's next? The Ferrari. Out lap. Chesball's next in the Aston. I think also running a No, actually, it looks like Ches is running more of a moderate setup. He's still clocking 185s on going through 130R. Let's see what he's got. Whoa!
Ooh, yeah.
A little bit of kick at the end there. He's got to bail out of that.
Yeah,
lap, doesn't
snap
he?
wasn't there. 2 to P1 though there.
Gold's next.
29.1.
Good mega lap from Tudover. Mega lap.
I do wonder.
26.7. 29.7.
I do wonder whether some of them are probably maybe on used tyres, because Volt does go quickest though. I think Pole's going to be 128. Touch Me Pope is in the 128s, isn't it?
A 128.6. Making our leaders look slow.
Service to Sam, isn't
let's see
it?
what Sam's got up his locker. Yeah. It usually is. Now the reserve driver back in his old seat. I wonder how he's going to get on this year. He's going to be like a mercenary. Teams need points. You're going to look to this guy.
Well, he'll be a popular reserve, won't he, really? He'll probably be first choice reserve.
You're going to see him driving for a variety of teams, too, with the new rule.
Yeah.
Can't reserve for the same team. Purple sector, too. Let's see what he's got.
Well, the end of season, last season, did not go to plan, but can Sam start off on a good footing this season? He is on pole at the moment. Great lap, isn't it?
A 128.2 is a flyer.
I don't know whether he will, but he could do a Vettel and just sit in the garage, I think, on the final run and just watch everyone else try and beat him. We'll see, though. I think, well, I do think watch out for Toes, Goose, Bold. I do think if they've got a fresh set of tyres on, they will go quicker. But, I mean, that's just what Sam is. He's an absolute machine. I mean, he's 4 tenths quicker than Pope, 8 tenths quicker, really, than Volt.
See, so Shamrock has decided to come out of the cave. He tends to do this a lot, actually. He like waits a while. I mean, I'm not really sure. I guess it's paid off for him. It works, but
Yeah, I think looking for the free space.
certainly gives me, certainly leaves no room for error. Though you cannot.
Yeah, I mean Q1, I think he left it quite close to elimination. Maybe even in Q2, but Shamrock hunting for free track, and he's got it at the moment. There's only 3 cars out on track at the moment. He is on his out lap though, so he's going to have to hope to get onto the pit straight before they start coming up the pit lane. I think he should be okay. About 4.5 minutes left in the session.
Usually they'll probably wait till 4 minutes to come out. Usually, make sure you have enough time.
I was going to say Josh has shown up in the Discord, so could have got him in on one of these commentaries today, maybe.
Cancel Christmas. Josh is back. Guess we could take this hot lap with Shamrock then.
Yeah.
Since he's the only one who's decided to entertain us at the moment. He's in luck because I don't think anybody's coming out.
Yeah.
Just him and Toes on track at the moment.
Take us
Toes
away
be as
for
lucky,
this
I'm not
lap.
sure. Alright, here comes Shamrock. Into this double right hand. Very tricky. You just don't want to get caught up on the... I think he just did. He had to bail out, I think. I think he's kind of bailed on it, to be honest. Yeah, he has. I think he's turned off his energy. I think he's just going to go for it again next lap. Yeah, that was a tough start. If you roll up on those... I guess we just take on Toes now, huh? We have a spinner. I'm not sure that's Juniper. He's just going slow. Going through the S's up the hill. Left, right, deadly curves.
They are deadly.
As we see.
You did say
right
it.
there, perfectly. Yeah, commentator's curse.
Oh,
really.
exactly. Welcome to the world of commentary. We do have this sort of strange arcane power, don't we, to curse them as they go around this track.
So,
it's a good thing
yeah,
this doesn't happen in real life, isn't it? Imagine, oh, Hamilton's doing rather well here. Oh, oops, he's spun. Oh, look at Verstappen. Oh, he's hitting that corner very nicely. Oh no, he's spun as well. He'll get another lap in though, so he's just gonna have to slow it down a little bit and I guess do another lap on these tyres really.
Yeah, at Toes yesterday we were in the garage. We both obviously raced 2 or 3 yesterday. He says he likes to go out at like 5 minutes in case he invalidates. So I guess kind of the opposite of Shamrock.
Yeah.
A little less reserved and more or actually less aggressive, more reserved. Give yourself that chance to go at it again. So I think he's warming up his tires, ready to go for another one.
Yeah.
This is gonna be interesting here.
He's got traffic, isn't he?
Who's on it?
Yeah, Goose stayed out.
Right, here comes Shamrock. I think he's flying now. Here we go. Through the S as we go. Shamrock trying to lay off those curbs. He kind of got spooked by Jones a little bit. This right-hander. This turns a pain in the ass right here. Upwards to the left. Absolutely no margin for error. These double rights as we go under the bridge. Purple sector 1 for Shamrock. Up to this hairpin, which is impossible in the wet, as I learned in qualifying yesterday. We make this swooping right-handed turn that seems to change angle every time I drive it. And to spoon the double left-hander. Seems done well there. Don't want to get ooh, got a little bit ambitious on the rumble strip there, but he's stayed valid. This long trek to 130R also looks like a relatively moderate setup for Shamrock. Not too fast, not too much downforce. This is where you really make or break your lap, though. The final chicane, down the hill, to the line, hug that right wall. 129.2.
Yeah, good lap. I mean, I think there was elements maybe. I mean, it was interesting through the final chicane because I've seen guys take the curb quite heavily there, and other people have sort of avoided the curbs. He obviously avoided the curbs. Tutuba looking good so far. 3/10 quicker, but can he go even quicker? Can he challenge into the 28s? Just behind.
He does. 28.7. Who's next? Goose is on an outlap. The AlphaTauri's next. Touch Pope also on that lap. Ches is our first flyer. 18 seconds left in the session. Pope is just going to get a lap in. Well timed by him. So it's gonna go Ches, Toes, followed by Bold, I believe. There goes Ches, 128.8. Toes is bringing it in. He's gonna settle for 7th, maybe worse.
Yeah. I think Ches, I don't know whether he was a little bit loose at the end. He was certainly out of energy. He may have lost a bit of time there.
Oh, Bold is invalid. Last chicane, I believe. So he'll finish. He'll settle in for 9th unless Jones can improve. Someone's around. Who's that? Tutuber. Tutuber is around.
Yeah, big time.
Chicane. He's really got to be careful here. Touch Me Pope is coming up. Do not want to block him.
Yeah.
Shamrock's on another flyer.
You certainly don't want the Pope to touch you, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad news if the Pope is touching you. Shamrock brings it in.
Sam might even
Bolt,
get into the 27s now. He's going even quicker.
Let's see Jones. Jones on a real lap now. Not a bad lap at all. 129 flat.
Yeah.
Beats out Volt in qualifying. Well done from him. I think Goose is going to bring us home. He's purple sector 2. 5/10 up. Can he crack into the 128s? Hugs the wall. So close to that pillar there, isn't it? Stays 7th.
Yeah, so close there. Goose, Bolt, and Jones gang.
Pope just can't dethrone Sam. That was a mega lap from Sam, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, even Pope, to be fair, I mean, we didn't really catch it, but Pope only about a 10th behind Sam, so Sam is going to have a challenger this season from the looks of it. Not quite able to improve enough, but still a very good lap by Pope on the final run.
There's our top 10. Not bad. Good qualifying. That's all everything I think we expected from this more balanced here.
Yeah, more competitive for sure, and just more drivers. You know, I think that's probably the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Now it all comes down to race pace, though.
Yeah,
Well, if you don't
absolutely.
get points from qualifying, you don't get points from qualifying. It's all about how you do in the race. So we'll see.
I mean, I think Jones Gang's probably proved that he's a tier 1 driver, being able to get P5 in that 19 driver strong field.
Yeah, no, of course. Jones definitely has the tier 1 pace. We just gotta see that translate to the
Yeah.
the racecraft really.
We might see a
But
few
here we go.
mistakes today. It's hard to say. I mean, again, if we compare to tier 2, I mean, I think we've already seen the sort of, no offense to anyone in tier 2, but we've seen the sort of increase in quality, because I don't think anyone had, there was no one with terminal damage and DNF'd, whilst in tier 2 there was quite a few people who that happened to, but I think it was only Antivirus being DQ'd for being too slow out the pit lane. So obviously very, very clean. I mean, we'll see whether it'll be this clean in the race, because you're going to have, 19 drivers, all very, very quick, super competitive, who are going to be so close together on that track. So I think we're bound to see some things happen. But hopefully no DNFs. Hopefully it will be a clean race throughout the field. Who would you put your money on to win this race?
See, you always got to think Sam.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about Imola ever since last season. You got to think I think he's the favorite here, but yeah, my heart tells me Toes, because I love my boy, but we just got to see it really comes down to, at a full grid with 20 people, who's got the best racecraft and who can really keep it clean, limit the penalties. Strategy's big here too. It's just why I'd say if you were racing, I'd probably pick you, because you have one of the best strategic minds in the league. But beyond that, I think Bold always
Yeah.
he's always been one to have a keen mind for strategy.
Well,
It
even
really comes down to it. Yeah.
even tier 2 was quite interesting. So I don't think we really saw that many penalties in tier 2 in terms of time penalties. So I would expect to not really see too many of that, and hopefully we don't, because we don't really like to see races won on penalties. As you said, it will be the cleanest driver. We're going to see the tyres now. Sam is on the mediums, isn't he, though? So is Touch Me Pope. So the front two, both starting on the medium compound tyre. Then Tutuba, Chesball on the second row on the soft. So watch out at the start. The top two could come under pressure because those guys behind are on the softer compound. And then everyone's on mediums, apart from Antivirus at the back on the hards, which is what I would have done. I would have started on the hards probably if I was outside the top 10. How do you?
I tend to agree.
How did you?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just saying. How do you feel?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
How do you feel when you see your former team Haas? Obviously, Panju's taken over. They're both at the back now. Do you think he's done a very good job so far?
I think he had a great draft. As we watched Jensen spin on the formation lap. Trouble at Haas, surely.
Perfect timing. I caught that perfectly on my stream as well.
Yeah, I hate to be that guy, but living up to the real life team, aren't they, at this point?
Yeah, they're trending down.
No, I definitely don't doubt these two. They have good race pace, and I doubt we'll see the two white lines at the bottom of the leaderboard when this is all said and done.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Jensen looked like he had quite good pace in the practice sessions I saw, so watch out for him.
For now, we got our top 10 here: Sam, Pope, Tutuber, Ches, Jones, Volt, Goose, Shamrock, Toes, and Bold. Our top 10. See, I'm interested to see how the mediums, the softs runner is gonna have a much better start.
DQ'd, I don't know why.
I believe he probably hit somebody under the safety car, or under the formation lap. But
strange though, because no one else was DQ'd. But I don't know.
And now, especially with Pope now, you gotta think maybe let's have those cold tires off the line.
You're right.
Might see Ches or Jones jump him right off the grid.
And
but I would definitely want to be a medium runner right now because of the safety cars.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I like to either do soft or hard, really, because I think mediums are sort of in between. I think watch out for Pope because he's going to be slow off the line, and that could also cause incidents to happen. And I think for the likes of everyone on the mediums, bottom 10, you're just going to have to hope you avoid any, collisions. If someone spins in front, it's going to be hard to avoid them. Do you want me to take us away?
Of course.
Good answer. Right, lights out. DTF1, Tier 1, Season 5 premiere in Japan, and the lights are out, and away we go. Can Pope survive? He's got 2 Mercedes-powered cars behind. One of them's got past, and 2, and it could be even worse. Ferrari looking to swallow him up as well, and he's gone right down the field. Jones gang up to P4. It looks clean so far. Sam out front, Mercedes behind, Chesball P3, Jones gang P4, Shamrock going wide there. He's in P5. Goose behind in P6, Toes P7, Touch Me Pope. He's gone all the way down to P8 now. He's lost 6 places off the start because of that DQ, whatever happened. Not going well so far. Volt down 3 places in 9th.
Yeah, Pope got a terrible start off the line. I kind of called it again. Those cold tires, he only missed like a little bit of the formation lap, but that time is crucial, and it definitely caught up to him.
Absolutely.
Down to, what, you said P8, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I think it was just the fact,
he
because he was on the mediums, it just made it 10 times worse. He might have got away with it a little bit if he was on the softs, but that's so good for Sam, because he's probably on the best tyre. If he can survive the first few laps, Sam will be in the best position in this Grand Prix.
He's going to need to get out of DRS. He's going to need to get out of DRS at Tudeber. Especially Chesball, too. Chesball on the soft. Jones down the inside! I think they touched. I don't think any damage, though, but that was ballsy from Jones. Do not think Jones had any right to that corner, but definitely something to keep an eye on.
Well, that's Jones gang for you. He's a very determined young racer, is Jones gang. P4 at the moment, though. Looking to prove some of those doubters wrong, perhaps.
Tudeber's doing well to keep up with Sam. He's just got to make it to about lap, DRS activates another lap. That'll help him substantially against Sam.
We'll see. I think Sam knows what he's doing. I mean, before the race, he did post a picture of a Ferrari rear end in the Tier 1 chat, so it's working so far. Psychological warfare. Super clean so far, though, isn't it? I've not jinxed it.
There's an incident.
I have jinxed it, haven't I?
Jensen's off.
Yeah.
Jensen and Beaver, I think, are going slow.
Yeah, quite possibly. But let's ignore that. That didn't happen. Other than that, it's been quite a clean start so far. As Macapaka and Merck go 2 wide here, heading into Spoon. Merck moving into P4, the former Tier 2 champ.
Paka backed out, I think.
Yeah.
Backed out. I don't think he wanted any business with that. Silencer's also struggling back there. He's usually one who has great rate pace. I think he's getting kind of caught up behind these two.
Well, that's the unbelievable.
Trying to get a move on.
That's the unbelievable thing. I mean, Silencer won 2 tiers last season, but he's down in P16 in Tier 1. That's how competitive it is.
It is. He was even I'm pretty sure he was on the podium in Tier 1, that Tier 1 race.
I think so, yeah.
He's got the pace. He's just getting bogged down by Macapaka and Merck.
We might
have been scrapping.
We might see this a few times this season. You could easily see drivers, their performance fluctuate in regards to track because all these guys are so quick. They're so closely matched that if someone has a sort of preferred track, it could easily swing their way venue to venue.
100%. 100%.
Silencer.
I picked Silencer just for Portugal.
Oh, and Macapaka in the wall now.
Oh, yeah, someone's around. Macapaka's around. Oh, DNF.
In the S.
Safety car.
That's
Virtual.
a big crash.
Virtual safety car.
Don't know what happened there.
That Pope is going to be fuming because he was catching on. I was watching Pope on toes. Those tires are warmed up, and he's right on the rear end of the Honda.
Yeah, I mean,
this might save Sam. I don't know how this is going to work out for him. He's already gained. He's gaining somehow on Tudeber. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he's playing with the Delta a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I
probably needs to be more strategic with it.
I think this just neutralises the race. It's too early for the people on the softs to pit. If this had been a few laps later, it would have been a great time for the soft runners to pit. And it is disabled now, isn't it? Sam looked a little bit tricky there, actually, out of 130R. Keeps it on the track there.
DRS is enabled. I don't think Tudeber has it. I think he's just out. Yeah, I think he missed out by a couple hundredths there.
Yeah.
He was so close, but I think Sam played the virtual just to his advantage.
Watch out for Chesball though. Chesball has no DRS either, so Tudeber is far enough ahead of Chesball, but too far behind Sam.
Talk about Tudeber. He's hanging up there. He's perennial tier 2 driver usually. Now he's up there hanging with the big dogs.
I think it depends. I mean,
right now.
the thing of Tudeber is I remember he reserved like a tier 2 Singapore race, I think a few seasons ago, and he completely smashed everyone. From memory, I think he was about 30 seconds at least ahead of everyone, so he's definitely got the pace, in my mind, to be in tier 1. Good racing so far. They're separate. The entire field's separated by about 15 to 16 seconds.
Looks like we got a little bit of a train forming here within 6, 7, 8. Pope, I think, is getting very impatient. Sitting in bogged down behind Toes. Goose, he's going to really regrets the skewing on that formation lap, but he's going to have a good run here. The problem is, he's in like this slipstream train at this point. He can't really make a move without burning some of that battery.
Yeah, they are going to have to work to overtake here. I think watch out for the pit window though, because I think in this sort of situation, with the field spread being quite small, if the undercuts, if you can pit early, could get you a few positions.
Volt with the fastest lap of the race, 1:31.8 on the softs, after Sam just set the fastest.
Yeah, Volt got a little bit of free air, but he's still got Pope.
Talk about a surprise though. P9 for our tier 1 champion. He's got some work to do if he wants to, keep up with this train that's in front of him.
Yeah.
I think Touch Me Pope is kind of burned and leaving him out to dry back there. And Bold might have an opportunity at him really soon.
He's in a good position though. Is that Red Bull? It's silencer off now, and the S's as well. Macapaka caught out earlier. Now it's silencer, the double champion. Tier 1 is throwing him to the wolves in Japan. He's not handling it so far.
I think he's just got to keep that thing straight. He's got to keep that thing straight and keep going. Probably will be a safety car.
Look at this out of a hairpin, yeah.
Toes, Goose, and Pope are going wheel to wheel in Spoon. Wow, that's some great racing.
Yeah, great driving.
Looking behind the Red Bull at Goose and Touch Me. Yeah, Pope just had to back out. I think he wanted to join in. Toes made the move on Goose, and Pope wanted some too, but...
No, fantastic racing. I think the thing I will say as well is they know their limitations, because Goose was on the inside into Spoon, Pope on the outside. I think Pope knew. I mean, he could have maybe tried to fight it hard, but it could have caused the crash. I think Pope's smart enough to know the back out there, but Toes right on the back of Shamrock, isn't he?
Toes might get a penalty for that, but will he make it worth it? He got a great run off Shamrock. This is going to be really, really close here. These two collided yesterday. Ooh. Toes picks up a penalty, but can he make it worth it? Can he make it? I think he has. Oh! Shamrock bogs down. The Goose is down to 8th. Let's see if there's any damage on the front of the Williams. That was kind of a suspect move there. I think it the field kind of caterpillared off of Toes' move. As Pope is looking on the inside of Shamrock now. Those softs, I think, are beginning to fall off. That's a really ballsy place to make a move. I'm not sure if Pope was thinking about anything there.
Good side by side.
I think Pope has shown that he's got good race IQ. He's backed out of some pretty potentially race-ending mistakes. So it's good to have someone like that. Jones starting to gain some ground on Chesball.
Well, I think Pope knows he's quick enough, so I think he knows he can kind of take his time a little bit more to move through the field, really. Just do it safely. The Shamrock Toes thing, I'd have to see it again. I mean, it looked like I think they sort of had a bit of a wheel banging out of the first corner as well, which might have affected things.
Jones is going to have a phenomenal run on Chesball here, I think. He's going to have DRS. Chesball's well out. He's going to take the slipstream. I think I don't know what... oh, he's going to have it. Yep. Great run, using some of that energy on the inside. Tiny move, but Chessball wants more. He's not quite had enough.
Great stuff.
I think Jones is found. Oh! Jones gets a little out of shape. And Chess might make him pay for it.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. They're so close. They're so close to touching. And Toes is going to capitalize up to 5th.
What I will say is I know, first of all, I'll say up for Jones Gang. I know he doesn't get criticism sometimes, but that is proof that Jones Gang can race. And what a battle that was. Really, really good side by side through most of the S's.
I don't think Chessball's had enough yet.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go for it for a second.
They're gonna clash again soon.
I will say as well, watch out for Shamrock and Volts. They pitted this lap at the start of this lap, so they are now trying to get the undercut.
They're going to the end. They're going to the end on those hards. Just look at the tires on everybody. Shamrock, Volt, Bold, and Silencer all came in for hards. They're going to the end. They're banking on the safety car. The Toes, the only person with a penalty. And Antivirus up to 12th. What did I say? It's our biggest mover of the race, up 7 places.
I don't know if it is on this year's game, but I know last year's game, hard to soft was actually quite a good strategy.
Jones is in. Chessball needs a killer lap here.
Jones Gang.
He has DRS. Oh, speeding in the pit lane. Silly penalty for Jones.
Yeah.
He had it.
He'll be frustrated.
Now he really
by
needs
that.
a safety car. He really needs a safety car to serve that.
There's an unforced
Toes
error.
is forcing the issue.
Unforced error. That is a shame from Jones Gang. We'll see what he can do. He will get an advantage of fresh tyres on Chessball, Toes, and Pope. I think it was a smart move to pit by Jones Gang, though, just to give himself a little bit of breathing room, because otherwise Chessball would have been hassling the back of him. And Jones Gang, he's about 3 seconds or so ahead of Shamrock, so he's in the clean. Oh, and Shamrock in the wall as we cut to him. Big contact there. I'm surprised he didn't DNF.
Is that with Bold?
No, I think he just went off. I don't think there was
went off himself.
I'm not sure. I didn't think there was contact with anyone. I think it looked like he just went off, but no front wing. I'm surprised that car's still going, because that did look like a hefty.
That is surprising. I saw him pretty down bad in that sand trap. Trouble at Ferrari?
Oh yeah, I forgot to say it. Yeah, you're right about that. Sam is P1 though. Toes looking to get.
Oh,
past
Shamrock
Chessball.
is having a really hard time keeping that car on the track as he slides through the sand trap. He needs to get that car in ASAP. Let's see how our leader's doing.
Yeah, Toes under pressure from
Touch me,
Pope
Pope
now.
and Toes.
The Pope's looking to touch some Toes down
And both
the
of these
straight.
cars are Toes, I think, is trying to put Pope in the back of Chessball, but Pope just has the bigger balls at the end of the day.
Yeah, too much pace.
And he's going to have all of that.
Good racing.
Now it's Pope versus Chessball as those mediums really start to dial in.
I mean,
you can really clear advantage to the mediums at the moment.
yeah, I mean, in all fairness as well, like, I mean, Touch Me Pope could still win this race. He's only a little under 7 seconds behind Sam. It's not actually that, considering how much fighting Pope's had to do to get through the field. And is he going to take someone else? He's going to go on the grass here. It's a rally-style move into the hairpin we go. And Pope, oh, is he
He
round?
gets out of sorts! And he's
Oh.
gone around. Ooh.
Was he just a little bit too ambitious? It nearly looked like it was going to pay off. I think the problem was he went off track to get alongside and to get past, and I think that sort of affected.
Burned those tires.
Yeah, I mean, it sort of hurt the
tires
tyres and made it more difficult to corner, and that's what caused sort of the extra rotation, the loss of traction, and caused him to spin. It was maybe a little bit unnecessary, but if he'd pulled it off, it would have been one of the best overtakes I've seen on the game.
Toes got really close to the back of Chessball. I hope there's no damage on the Red Bull. But that was very close. And Toes is going to bring it in. Chessball going out for another lap on those softs. He might get caught out with the undercut here. Let's see the Red Bull stop. Medium's going on. Off he goes. Kind of an odd pit lane this track has, doesn't it? With those bumps as Pope glides by Merc. Made that look easy, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't think Pope got damaged, so he should be able to pull off some more overtaking for us to keep us entertained.
Beaver on the mediums. Virus in 10th. This is our closest battle, I believe, right now. Oh, I think Icky's catching up with Dottie and Goose here. Goose still on the softs as well. He might be starting to hold up a train here soon.
Yeah.
Dottie, Icky, Heatwave, all on the mediums. Heatwave had a little bit of a lock up there into the hairpin.
Which is what we like to see, no ABS. Realistic racing, that's what that is. To be fair though as well, fair play to Throne, Icky and Heatwave, because they all started outside the top 10, but making these mediums work for them so far. It's going to be really interesting to see how this pays off. A lot of different strategies now going on at the moment. Toes came out of the pit lane behind Jones Gang, but Toes on the mediums, Jones Gang on the hard tyres.
Really curious to see how this battle ends between Beaver and Virus. Beaver tends to have a very good racecraft. Got a little bit out of sorts out of the hairpin, though. He's going to be way out of striking distance. Merc picks up a 5-second for speeding the pit lane. Silly penalty from him. But he fits another pair of mediums on him. I'm interested. Is he going for the 2-stop strategy?
Must be, yeah.
I don't know. We got wheel-to-wheel racing. Volt and Bold. I don't know. Did Bold make the move on Volt? I think he might have. We only got the undercut on him. And Bold is in 14th behind Goose, awaiting pit stops from the leaders at the moment. Antivirus is really struggling.
I know it's only lap 11, but I sort of do slightly shake my head in disbelief. I mean, at the moment, it's... I guess even just Chesball 11, Toes 12, Goose 13th, Bold 14th, Bolt P15. I mean, can you believe the quality in this field?
Yeah.
And, you know, they're all sort of outside the points at the moment.
Any given track, though, things can change. It's crazy. I hope we have a really close championship this year.
Exactly. I mean, even I'm interested to see how Antivirus does now, because he's on the hards. He is 18 seconds behind Sam, but if he can make the hards go for as long as possible, maybe get on a softer tyre at the end, he might even still be able to get some points. He is under pressure now, though, isn't he?
Here we go. Virus is really under pressure now from Beaver. I think he's going to have it this time. DRS is wide open. The AlphaTauri engine rumbling. Virus is going to try to defend into turn 1. He's a little bit braver on the brakes. But Beaver's just got the better racecraft, doesn't he? And he's taken P6 provisionally from Virus as they go through the S's together.
Yeah,
here we go
racing.
again. These three again. Ches, Jones, and Toes have found themselves right next to each other through the S's. As we're going to look back behind Chesball.
Definitely battled the race so far. Those two guys going at it. And they are quite...
out on the mediums.
I think they are quite good sort of friends. They're in Xbox Live parties together. So I think they did trust each other to sort of do that kind of racing. It does help. Sam 10 seconds clear at the moment of Dottie Throne. In a sort of controlling position, but we saw a lot of safety cars in Tier 2. It could change.
People start to get desperate later on, you never know.
Yeah.
Toes is eyeing up a move on Jones, obviously on the harder tires. Naturally faster with the yellow walls.
Are you frightened
Jones
for
is looking
Toes
for the
right
inside. For the inside, but he weaves a little bit outside. Toes with the switchback. He's got to get to the chicane first.
Good defending by Jones Gang.
Well.
You put him just where he wanted him.
Gave a tear to my eye, but here comes Toes. A great run out of the last turn. They both have DRS? Nope, only Toes, and he's going to fly by Jones.
Yeah.
He's going to wave to him, too. Very cheeky. Very cheeky on the front stretch.
That's what we like to see.
Toes is up to the provisional points, but that will change once all these guys come in. I think our leaders are really gaining on the ones who stayed out. Except for Sam, obviously. Sam is, Sam.
Yeah, I think if Sam pits, he'll be looking at around Tutuba. He might even come up behind Tutuba. I'm not sure what the pit stop time is here really. But Mercedes, as Nuns has said in the chat, are looking to make up for their TP's mistakes in Tier 2. At the moment, looking quite good. Throne sort of, I guess, ahead of all the other drivers who were outside the top 10 starting. And Tutuba was second before he pitted.
So let me see, gap to the leader. You know how long a pit stop is here approximately?
I think it's like 23 to 27 seconds, somewhere in that region.
All right, well, Sam is leading the race. Tutuba 23 seconds behind. So it'll be interesting to see if Tutuba and Ches can jump Sam, but Sam's obviously going to be flying on those softs at the end of the race. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But the top 7 have not pit. Dottie just made it the top 6 now.
Yeah.
So now the top 6 have not pit. Let's see how far Dottie goes back in the grid. Jones is also in the pits, and he's sustained some damage.
No, I think he might be getting rid of those hard tyres. I mean, I was just going to say, like, I think once Toes had got past him, Toes
serving the penalty as well.
Oh, is he? I mean, maybe the hards aren't such a good race tyre here, because I think, as I said, yeah, once Toes got past Jones' gang, Toes just seemed to be pulling ahead really easily. But not going to plan for Jones' gang, despite that great battle of Chesball. He is now down in P16. Maybe an unnecessary pit stop. Can he recover that time? It's going to be difficult.
He's going to be hoping for a safety car for sure. We'll see how desperate people get.
I think it depends. I mean, at the same time, does he want a I mean, I guess maybe he does want a safety car, but I think it will just pull the pack closer together and probably make it harder to overtake. I think you kind of need to come across people one by one, really.
Yeah. Well, he's got 13 laps to do it, so we'll see how he gets on those fresh mediums. He will be quick.
Yellow flags. Shamrock,
Shamrock, he's out of sorts. He's going to have to stay off track because Sam is coming through. That'd be big time trouble at Ferrari.
That certainly would have been trouble at Ferrari. I was just going to say as well, shout out to Icky Rabbit and Heatwave. Not stopped yet, but at the moment P2 and P3 having started outside of the points. Touch Me Pope looking... Can't remember who... Oh yeah, it was the hairpin he spun. Looking to recover still. But he's going to have to get past Heatwave and Icky Rabbit.
Yeah. I believe he's still on here. He still has not pit either, so that's going to hurt him too. But, you know, Pope has the pace, so we'll have to see what he can do.
Yeah. That's kind of what I want to see as well. Like, I mean, even with Sam, I know he's not done anything yet, but we know Sam does have a tendency to spin. So it's quite... From an entertainment point of view, which we are commentators and we are trying to put on a show, it's quite good if the fast people at the front can spin, just to mix it up a bit. Really, and give other people a chance. We don't really want like an overlord situation where it doesn't really spin, you know, perfectly calm, under control, you know.
Sounds like some pre-mediated commentating curse going from you.
Well, for a second I thought that Ferrari was Sam in Sector 3, but I think it was just Shamrock getting out of the way.
Shamrock is getting into the pits.
Probably retiring.
Wouldn't be surprised if this is a retirement, yeah. Yeah, it is. Retirement from the Ferrari. Only one Ferrari will finish this race. Tough for the defending Constructors champions.
Yeah, Shamrock being outshone by his reserve teammate in this race.
What Volt can do. Volt's been trailing Bolt for a little bit now. Might be getting frustrated sitting behind the Alpine. A little bit more brave on the brakes than the former CEO.
That straight,
see what he can do.
Not quite long enough, though, for Volt to get past.
He might be better off with the toe on the back straight, but he's losing time to Bold in this sector. Maybe running more of a higher speed setup than downforce.
Well, I will say as well, fair play to everyone still in the mediums, because they've still not pitted yet. Oh, and Jones Gang's out. Jones gang's out. The S's have claimed another victim, and it's a safety car at Suzuka.
Wow. Let's see if we can see the aftermath of Silencer. Yeah, he's dead. Dead in the gravel. The Alfa Romeo principal has found the beach. The S's claim yet another victim this weekend. Sam pretty much gets a free pit stop here. Pretty much all the medium runners get a free pit stop too. That is Icky with a penalty. Did he get hit by Heatwave? That is a big question there.
Possibly.
A big ask for the stewards as well. Does this count as serving it? Can he even get that removed? That's a big meeting for the stewards room in terms of how they want to deal with that if there was contact. I don't think Heatwave was one to hit someone in the pits, but just to be safe.
It's a possibility, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see it, so I can't really say. That's going to help antivirus a lot as well, I think. Fair play with the strategy on the hards. It's paid off antivirus up to P7.
A big thing to note here. There are about 10 or so laps to go, right? You know, those soft tires tend to have like a life of about 10 to 12 laps. And for like race pure 100%. I just like this is kind of close. Sam Chesball, will Ches have that extra that pace boost at the end? Like, can he get Sam out of sorts? I don't know. We'll have to see. But it's good the pack is bunched up again.
Yeah, I mean, 5 laps onward, I'd favour Sam with his pace advantage. I don't know whether Icky made the error, but Icky on the fresh hards, so maybe a mistake by the Alpine mechanics, because unless the hards is his only fresh tyres, he's got Heatwave and Pope behind with a 2-step softer tyre compound. He might be in trouble, Icky, on the restarts. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be interesting to see what happens to Chesball, Icky and Goose, because right now they're sort of on the wrong tyre. Anyone who got knocked out Q1 and Q2 might be in a better position right now, because they should have got fresher soft. They should have had a fresher soft. They should have had, a fresh set of soft tyres available, if that makes sense. So if anyone was able to pit and they didn't take a used set, they took a fresh set, a new set of tyres, they will be in the best position right now.
I'm very interested to see how Goose gets on. Goose has great racecraft, so he knows how to defend. He's got some hungry racers behind him that might try to eat him up quick. So I'm very interested to see how he gets off on the restart.
Yeah.
Mert comes into the pits. Looks like a fresh pair of socks for him.
Yeah, right.
Sporting the George Russell helmet. While we're under safety car, Ken, I'm interested to ask you, who's won the World Championship tomorrow morning? Or for me tomorrow morning. You have probably afternoon, but
I know who I'd prefer, but I'd probably say Verstappen right now, as Merck spins it, drifts it nicely.
Yep. Little Tokyo drift. Literally.
All I say is
supposed to be a pun.
The best drivers spin when it doesn't really matter. It didn't really matter then, on the safety car.
Up the Merc, Up the Merc.
Just showing off. That's our former Tier 2 champion.
There he is. Yep. But I'm very interested to see how the race paces of the car is, because Max had that big toe from Perez, obviously.
Yeah.
And obviously the Red Bull is better in Sector 3, so I'm interested to see how that turns out. I mean, I also feel I definitely have a preference, but I don't want to jinx anything.
I'm similar, and I think in the practice sessions as well, they looked very close in terms of performance. So I kind of hope it's clean and no one sort of takes each other out and whatnot. Has Toes had a problem? He's lost a few places. I don't know what's happened there. Safety car is in the slap. Let's get to the front. It's not Hamilton versus Verstappen, it's a Ferrari versus an Aston Martin, Sam versus Ches. But I think Sam's
Let's see.
going to leave
Let's
it
see how we
late.
get on here. He is going to leave it late, but I'm interested to see how Ches takes this. He's doing well, and they're off. Not bad from Ches. Probably could have gotten a better restart.
Icky might be in trouble for that though, because it's not single file if that rule still stands.
Yeah. Oh, we've got some contact with Icky. Might bog down the field a little bit. Oh!
Is that Suitable?
Ches. That's a Red Bull in the pits.
Yeah, and
oh, we had a Merc off. I didn't see that. I just saw Toes was retiring. Just maybe some contact under safety car.
Icky loses it there.
Icky is.
Well, I saw Toes. I don't know what happened, but I saw him get overtaken by quite a few drivers. So I don't know whether he went off track and got damage or something. Icky falling down the order on the hard tyres. Tried all he could to get past up to P2 on the pit straight. Didn't work out. There's a bit of a train behind Icky Rabbit now. Is Antivirus going to go for it? Down the inside, not quite. On the exit, he might have a go as well. They are impatient behind the Rabbits.
Touch me, Pope. Nah, he's backed out. Another great decision from Pope there. As Heatwave has found himself. Heatwave himself has found himself in the podium conversation here.
Yeah. Well, I think he proved that last race of the season in Imola for Season 4 that he does have the pace and quality to be in the mix. And he did qualify outside the top 10, but it might have helped him. And Antivirus now past Icky Rabbit. I think Icky is in trouble on these hard tyres. Like, getting swallowed up. And he's just getting out of here. He's like, no thanks, I don't want any of this. See you later. Volt. Is Volt going to finally get past Bold? Not quite. Oh, and
whoa!
Volt into the back of Bold there.
Any end plate damage?
I think he definitely got damage.
There is, yeah. There's an end plate going on that McLaren. It's really bogging down the group. Beaver gets all out of sorts. Silencer is back in the points talk. He's at 11th. How the fuck has that happened? I don't know. Volt is all out of sorts, man. He's already down to 13.
Yeah, fair play to Volt.
Tough restart.
Because he got out the way in the end there. I think he just decided it wasn't worth it. He may be sending some thunderbolts Bold's way, but we'll see if anything happens with that. I think it was just a misjudgment, really. Yeah, that's the thing. It has swung around. We did say this, especially in these 50% races. This can happen. It can swing around so easily. Everyone's car's on equal performance. Jensen Snow, who's at the back, so is Antivirus. They're now both in the points. Silencer as well, maybe proving the double champion is worthy of Tier 1. He's in the points now, but he does have the former Tier 2 champion behind him. Touch Me Poke past Heatwave. Don't know what happened there, because Heatwave seemed a little bit slow.
Might have gotten out of sorts on a 130R. Oh, here we go. Pope and Ches now. Ches is on those 9-lap-old mediums. DRS is now enabled.
Well, the mediums don't seem to have been too bad. I mean, the hards were terrible for Icky Rabbit, but Chesball still P2 and Goose still P5 as well.
Silencer's up in the points with Volt dropping down. Safety car really helped him out, didn't it?
Yeah.
And this is really the battle to watch. Pope versus Ches. Who's going to come out in second, and will it affect Heatwave?
And at the moment, really, virtually no penalties throughout the field. I think Bold has a 5 seconds, which could be removed after, but then only Jensen, Toes, and Icky with 3 seconds. So super clean in Tier 1.
It'd be interesting to see if the stewards think about that as well, you know, with the safety car serving. I'm curious to see if they actually remove those or not, especially because we just had that safety car. I wonder if they were speeding in the pit lane.
I think Bold got for like ignoring yellow flags, which I presume he got for possibly if Toes went off or something like that. Chesball looks a little bit scrappy. Pope's going to get the DRS.
Pope's going to have it. Pope's going to have it here. He is flying in that AlphaTauri. Very clean move there. No, Ches got a fighting spirit, so I'm looking behind the Honda.
And Dottie passed Antivirus, but only for a second, because he really did just slide across the track there. Mercedes struggled all day long with staying on the track, and he nearly went as well. I don't know if you saw that, but he just sort of like
yellow
drifted
flags?
across. Oh, it is. It's
Yellow flags,
Beaver.
Beavers around.
And
Icky
again,
and Toes, a little bit of a battle here on the front stretch. Icky gets by Toes. Just kind of oddly quick there in the Alpine, but Toes is not gonna give up yet. They bang wheels. They bang wheels again. The Alpine and the Red Bull are really making a mess out of this. Whoa, Beaver, 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 whoa, that was very close. No harm done though, I think.
yeah, that looked good. Hard, but yeah. Provided us with a bit of it.
He did what he could. He did what he could, yeah, didn't he?
So can Pope
What did I
close
say?
in on Sam? That is the big question now. I think Antivirus is coming under pressure as well.
6th and 9th for the Haas boys. Maybe not so bad after all, eh?
Yeah, they have recovered. Nice. They're doing better than your team at the moment, actually.
Yeah, I know. So I try not to talk too much shit. Let's see. Bold looks just out of strike. I think Antivirus is using some late over energy to defend. Oof. Very close there from the Alpine.
Ooh,
Another
silence.
yellow flag.
I think silence has gone now. So we might have jinxed it.
Silencer's gone around, and both Red Bulls are out of the points.
You should have stayed at Haas, shouldn't you?
Maybe. Maybe right. To answer your question, I think Pope is, it's not, he's closing in, but I just don't think by enough per lap to catch up in 4 laps. Merck has found himself back in the conversation. He's in 10th, chasing down Jensen on 1 lap fresher softs.
Yeah, Josh will be proud of him for that, wherever he is right now.
That Pope has closed that gap by about 3/10 that last lap. So it'll be interesting to see how fast can he get in DRS range and maybe do something, but I just don't think he has enough time, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I do think Sam knows what he's doing. I'm sure he's probably saving up the energy.
Merck on Jensen.
He's looking at it.
He's gonna be right there for it, isn't he? Merck can smell P9, and he's gonna take it very, very easily, I think, from the Haas. Oh, interesting defensive maneuvers, but I think Merck has got the job done.
Yeah. Antivirus got overtaken by Bold as well. We did miss it, but Bold up to P6. Antivirus P7 now.
Merck and Jensen are getting a little bit snippy with each other through the S's. I mean, you're always like feathering the brake through that S section. You don't want to make some fatal flaw because that could ruin your race pretty easily.
Yeah. Yeah, so the mediums weren't too bad because again, I mean, Chesball's still P3. He's pulled ahead of Heatwave and Goose.
Goose is even gaining on Heatwave.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder whether they might do team orders based on qualifying. If Heatwave is the number 2 driver at Williams. Or Turbo, is he going to go for it? Slight look on Jensen.
Jensen looks a little bit out of sorts. I wonder if he's dealing with any like minor damage.
Yeah, Turbo's looking to eat him up as well now. Into 130i. Is it going to do? Oh, it's going to be too wide. He tried
it. Oh my goodness. Oh, but Jensen keeps 10th.
Every single point
Jensen
matters.
knew the mission. He knew the mission. That's the Haas way right there. Antivirus looking for a move on Bold. Backs out. Dottie right on the back of the Haas. He might be eyeing up something as well. Oh, Tudeber and Jensen going wheel to wheel through the S's. Oh!
I don't know how he kept that on track.
Yeah, I think Jensen was a little big brain and knew what was coming, so he gave the position to Tudeber, which could open it up to Silencer, who's right behind them.
Yeah.
They keep battling. Right now, Sam has regained that 3.3 second lead.
Yeah, I mean, I guess as well, Jensen's got the 3-second time penalty in a way, so he's going to probably lose the position either way. It looked good. I mean, I don't know how Tudeber kept it on the track, really, because he sort of shot across the grass, gravel, but kept it on. So great throttle car control there by...
Here we go, another 130R. Another 130R, wheel to wheel. Off the track. Bit illegal, the FIA.
Oh, go on, go on.
That!
Too late on the brakes there.
Oh, and Dottie's picked up a 3 second.
Yeah, he'll get that removed. No, I was just. It just reminded me of he had antivirus in AI. He's clipped that. No, that was. I think that was fair enough. You know, it was. You know, it was quite. You know.
I would consider the first and second part of that both equally at fault for each party involved.
Yeah, I think that was just.
We'll
I think that was fair enough.
An overall racing incident.
It was one of those as well. Like from our perspective, I was like, I wanted antivirus to try that because it was like, would have if he'd been able to stop it in time, it would have been one hell of an overtake. So fair enough.
Not had enough of antivirus. Dottie wants it again, I think.
Oh,
got a yellow flag. Oh,
did he lag back? I think he lagged backwards.
Now that was something. He's lagged forwards.
Well, Dottie, no, that's right. He's gone backwards, that's right.
Now that's something. I don't think I've seen that before.
Antivirus is using his anti-lag to suck.
Something to look out for. Dottie has that 3-second
away.
penalty. Silencer is only 3.2 behind him. He can sneak into the points for Red Bull.
Yeah.
Should that penalty not get removed?
Don't know what's happened there to Mercedes. I think, as I said, the only thing I can say is antivirus using his powers of lag in reverse to push Dottie thrown away from him.
He's snuck into the DRS of Bold. Gaining. Not a bad gain on the front stretch. Two Williams are getting pretty close to each other. Last lap of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, if you have any thoughts, let us know your driver of the day in the chat. I do have someone in mind. See whether there's any late overtakes this lap. Jensen pits, but it is the last lap. So he will just drop down the field.
Silencer's DNF'd on the last lap of the race. He DNFs. He's pushing really hard to get into that 3-second range.
He has
killed himself doing so.
Yeah,
VS claim yet another victim. Oh my God, his dead body's right on the racing line.
His dead body. Get that body out of here. Save it.
Let's see if Jensen goes right into it. It goes away right before they get to the line. Anyway.
Well, the S's have silencer, but it's going to be Sam finishing off in a more positive way compared to last season. Sam across the line wins the first race of the season, season 5. Pope's going to be second. Maybe could have challenged Sam more if not for the spin. Oh, and there's a Williams off. There's a Williams off hard. But Heatwave crossing the line in style, I think. That was definitely planned by Heatwave. Antivirus P6, Merc P7, Tudeber P8, Bold P9, but I think I'll get that penalty removed, so he'll probably end up P6. Dottie Throne should be P10 for Mercedes.
What a good opener.
Yeah, no, I did enjoy that actually.
Hey, you got another stylish crossing of the line there from Toes.
Yeah, these boys now.
Beaver's gonna go right into him. Yeah.
That's what we like to see. We've not had enough of this today, have we?
Oh, another one! Yeah.
Making
the
up
demolition
for
derby on the start finish.
Well, that's exactly DTF1, isn't it? I mean, this is DTF1. I mean, we're not used to having such clean races, are we? So Need to have a bit of dirtiness at the end. No, that was a really good race. I did enjoy that. Really clean, solid racing, to be fair. Enjoyed that. I think my driver of the day is probably I think the antivirus, because he was DQ'd in the race, in quali. So to sort of go from the back of the field, took the gamble on the hards and ended up what will probably be P7. I think quite a solid performance from him, and I think went for a sort of a cheeky, overtake back on, I don't know who it was, but it was enjoyable to watch. So I'd say from my perspective, I'd give antivirus driver of the day. How about you?
It's tough, but honestly I'm gonna have to go with Heatwave.
Yeah,
honestly, he really kept it stuck in. Kept going. He had a tough qualifying, or Q2 at least. Finished last in Q2, but really did well to get his head down up to 4th for Williams. They're gonna be pleased with that result. 4th and 5th. He's gonna be getting drinks on Goose tonight. That's for sure. But I'm gonna take Heatwave.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, good mention really. Just missed out on the podiums, but gained 11 places. I think Williams probably. I think Ferrari will get the most points because of Sam's P1, but Williams should be, I think, second in the constructors. So a good start for them in Tier 1. Definitely.
Yep.
Absolutely. I think we'll leave it there. Take care. Everyone, thank you for watching. See you later.